Hello everyone, welcome to the episode 1 of Crochet Keychains. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make these 5 different crochet keychains. They are very simple and easy to make, and I hope that you all will love them. Let's get started. These are the materials you're going to need. These are the crochet abbreviations. We will now make the evil eye. First, you have to make a magic ring using the black yarn. For the round one, you have to make 7 single crochet into the magic ring, but you have to change the color in the last stitch of round 1, and I'll show you how to change it. When you reach the last stitch of round 1, do not finish it, and we will introduce the new yarn. Place your blue yarn at the top of your crochet hook and pull it through the 2 loops just like that. Now pull the remaining yarn tail tightly to close the round, and also pull another connected yarns so that we can make it a bit more tight and secure. Now we will make 1 slip stitch into the very first stitch of round 1. Insert your hook into the very first stitch and make 1 slip stitch with the blue yarn. Now we have just finished round 1, and for round 2, make chain 1 first, and we will insert our hook into the same stitch that we made the slip stitch into, and make 1 single crochet. Insert your hook into the same stitch again and make another single crochet, that's 1 increase. Mark the very first stitch with a stitch marker, and you have to make 1 increase in each of the 6 remaining stitches. Here we will change the color again before finishing the last stitch, just like previously. We will change to the white color this time. Do not finish the last stitch and pull the white color through the 2 loops just like that. Pull the yarn tails tightly. And now we will insert our hook into the very first stitch of round 2. Insert your hook and make 1 slip stitch with the white yarn. And we have just finished round 2. To start round 3, make chain 1 and insert your hook into the same stitch again and make 1 single crochet. Mark the stitch with a stitch marker. Now insert your hook into another stitch and make 1 single crochet increase. Insert your hook into another stitch and make 1 single crochet. In another stitch, you have to make 1 increase. So just like that, you have to repeat this pattern until the end. And at the end, we will change the colors again. Before finishing the last stitch, we will change to the dark blue color, and we will make 1 slip stitch into the very first stitch of round 3. To start round 3, make chain 1, insert your hook into the very first stitch, and this time we will make 1/2 double crochet. Insert your hook into another stitch and make 1/2 double crochet. So you will have to make 1/2 double crochet in each of the stitches, and there will be 21 half double crochet in total. We don't need to change the colors this time, and we will just make one slip stitch into the very first half double crochet. After that, you can cut the yarn leaving a long tail for sewing. Also cut another connected yarns, leaving about an inch, and you don't need to weave in the ends. You can just leave them as they are. Now make another applique just like this one, and we will sew them together. Now I've made another one, and we will sew them together with their right sides facing towards us. When you're almost finished with sewing, start stuffing a bit tightly to give it some volume. Now we have just finished making our very first keychain. Now we're making the clover leaf, and I suggest that you use the crochet hook, which is 0.5 or 1 millimeter bigger than usual. And we're gonna start with the magic ring. After making the magic ring, make 3 chains first. And we're gonna use treble crochet. Wrap your yarn around the hook for 2 times, just like this. Go back into the magic ring, pull the yarn through, and first pull through 2 loops. And pull through another 2 loops, and pull through the last 2 loops. That's 1 treble crochet, and make another one just like this. You have to pull through 2 loops for 3 times. Make 1 more treble crochet just like previously. And after that, make 3 chains. And make 1 slip stitch into the magic ring. We just finished our first clover leaf, and you have to make 3 more just like this. Make 3 chains, and you have to make 3 triple crochet into the magic ring. After 3 triple crochet, you have to make 3 chains and make 1 slip stitch into the magic ring. I think you get it now, and make 2 more leaps just like this. When you are finished making 4 leaps in total, pull the yarn tail tightly to close the round, and we'll make a little stalk here. You have to make 7 chains first. And insert your hook into the second chain from the hook, and make 1 slip stitch. You have to make 1 slip stitch in each of the chains, and there will be 6 slip stitches in total. After that, you have to make 1 slip stitch into the magic ring. Now you can cut the yarn and weave in the ends. When your leaves are curled up just like mine, you can stretch it with your fingers slowly and gently, and you can also flatten it by pressing it under a book or something heavy. So now we have just finished our second keychain, which is the lucky charm Clover. Now we'll make the Naruto inspired Hello Kitty Maki. I'm gonna use the white yarn with a 2.5mm hook. You have to start with the magic ring. For the round one, you have to make a single crochet into the magic ring. After making a single crochet, pull the yarn tail and mark the first stitch with a stitch marker. For the round 2, you have to make an increase in each of the stitches. Insert your hook into the very first stitch and make 1 single crochet. Insert your hook into the same stitch again and make another single crochet. Just like that, make increases until the end. For the round 3, first you have to make 1 single crochet, and in another stitch you have to make 1 increase. You have to repeat this 1 single crochet, 1 increase pattern for 7 more times until the end. Now we have finished round 3, and before you start round 4, you have to insert your hook into the very first stitch of round 3 and make 1 slip stitch into it. Now we can start round 4. You have to make chain 1 first. Insert your hook into the same stitch that you made the slip stitch into, and make 1 single crochet. Mark the stitch with a stitch marker. Be careful to not get confused. This is the slip stitch, this is chain. The one with stitch marker, it is the single crochet. Now we have made 1 single crochet, so we have to make 7 more single crochet. Notice the pattern above, and all the stitches in the parentheses have to be made in the same stitch. So first you have to make 1/2 double crochet, and you have to make 2 double crochet into the same stitch, after 2 double crochet you have to make 1/2 double crochet again into the same stitch. Now you have to make 1 slip stitch in each stitch for 6 times. After the slip stitches, you have to repeat that earlier pattern again. 1 HDC and 2 double crochet and 1/2 double crochet into the same stitch. After that, you have to make 1 single crochet in each stitch for 8 times until the end. At the end, you have to make 1 slip stitch into the very first stitch and cut the yarn, leave a long tail for sewing. So we just finished our very first applique, and now make another one just like this. Now we're gonna make the pink swirl by using the surface slip stitches. You can just use any applique you like. We're gonna start from the middle of the applique, and we will move round by round as we crocheted in the continuous rounds. Now insert your hook into the center and grab your pink yarn. Insert your hook 1 round below, just like this. And grab your yarn from another side and make 1 slip stitch. Now we will move according to the rounds that we crocheted and make surface slip stitches along the way. I'm gonna stop here, cut the yarn and weave in the ends. You can continue 1 or 2 more spaces if you want. Now we're gonna sew the 2 up legs together with their right sides facing towards us. The sewing process is the same as we did in the evil eye, but I'm gonna show you again. Just like in the evil eye, stuff a bit tightly to give it more shapes and volume. You can also add a ribbon by pulling the yarn under the half double crochet stitches that we made. So now we have finished making our third keychain, Hello Kitty Maki. Now we're gonna make the puff flower. First you have to start with a magic ring, and I'm gonna use 3mm crochet hook here. For the round one, you have to make 10 single crochet into the magic ring. After making 10 single crochet, pull the yarn tightly and mark the last stitch using a stitch marker. So there will be 5 petals in our puff flower, and we made 10 single crochet in the round one, so we will take 2 single crochet for 1 petal. To make a petal, you have to make 3 chains first. Wrap your yarn around the hook and insert your hook into the very first stitch of round 1. Pull the yarn and do not finish it. Wrap your yarn again, insert into the same stitch and pull the yarn. We'll make one more time. Wrap your yarn around the hook and insert into the same stitch and pull the yarn. Now we have finished 3 HDC together in the first stitch and we'll move to the second stitch. Wrap your yarn, pull through, wrap your yarn again, insert into the same stitch and pull through again, and the last time insert and pull through again. Now we just made 3 HDC together and 2 stitches, and we're gonna pull through all the loops. After that, you have to make 3 chains and make 1 slip stitch again into the second stitch. This is how you make 1 petal. We have to use 2 single crochets to make 1 petal, and at the end you have to make 1 slip stitch into the second stitch again. Just like that, we have to make 4 more petals. So just like I showed you, you have to use 2 single crochet for 1 petal and make 3 more petals just like this. At the end, pull the yarn and cut it and weave in the ends. Now we'll make the petal in the middle. You have to make a slip knot first and make 4 chains. You have to make 5 HDC together in the very first chain. Wrap your yarn, insert your hook into the very first chain and pull the yarn. You have to do that 4 more times. At the end, pull the yarn through the all loops on the hook, make 3 chains and 1 single crochet into the very first chain again. Cut the yarn and now you can attach it into the middle of our puff flower. To cover the finished ends at the back, I'm gonna use the felt, cut it into a circle and glue it to hide the ends. Now we have just finished making our puff flower. Now we're gonna make the rose, and I used a cotton yarn for it with a 2.5mm hook. You have to start with a slip knot and make 25 chains. After making 25 chains, mark the last chain with a stitch marker, and you have to make 6 more chains. After that, you have to make 1 double crochet into the stitch that we marked with the stitch marker. Now you can remove the stitch marker. You have to skip 2 chains and make 1 double crochet into the 3rd chain. After that, make 3 chains and make 1 double crochet again into the same chain. Skip 2 chains again and make 1 double crochet into the 3rd chain. Make 3 chains and 1 double crochet again into the same chain. So you have to repeat the above written pattern until the end of the chains. Now we just finished row 1, and to make row 2, you have to make 3 chains first. After that, turn your crochet and you have to make 8 double crochet into the first chain space. Chain space is the place of the 3 chains that we left between 2 double crochet when we made row 1. After that, you have to make 1 slip stitch into the first double crochet that you see. There are 2 double crochet, but you have to make slip stitch into the first double crochet. Now we'll move to the second chain space, and you have to make 9 double crochet into that space. After that, you have to make 1 slip stitch into the first double crochet that you see. So you have to repeat this pattern until the end. 9 DC into each chain space, and at the end you have to make 1 slip stitch into the first double crochet. So this is how it looks like at the end. Now we're gonna weave in the ends. We're gonna use the glue and roll this piece to get the rose shape, and I'm gonna show you how to do that. Now we're gonna make the leaf. First, you have to start with the magic ring and make 4 chains. Insert your hook into the second chain from the hook and make 1 single crochet. Make 1 half double crochet each in next 2 chains. And after that, you have to make 2 slip stitches in the magic ring. After that, make 3 chains again, and in the second chain from the hook, make 1 single crochet. In the next chain, 1 half double crochet. After that, make 1 slip stitch into the magic ring. Pull the yarn too tightly, and you can cut the yarn. You can either sew or glue these leaves onto the rows. As a final touch, you can also glue the pearl into the middle of the rows. Now we are just finished making our rows. So this is the end of our tutorial, and we're just finished making 5 beautiful crochet keychains. And I hope this tutorial was easy and simple enough for you to follow. I also tried my best to explain everything, and if you had any suggestion, you can leave a comment down below. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial, and we will see each other again in the next video. Bye bye!